Yeah, you're not supposed to eat this. You're supposed to bury it. Hey, that's a homemade lunch.
Oh, old lady drag a carcass out of bed for you.
Sure, Pussy. She does it every year on the first day of school. Big deal. Big deal. Kennedy! Oh, it's Kennedy!
Hey, where you at?
We're right here.
Where were you all summer?
What are you, my mother?
I'm just asking.
I was working, which is more than any of you skids can say.
Working?
That's right, I was lugging boxes at Bargain City, moron.
Nice job.
Eat me. Saving up to get me some wheels.
Yeah? You want to hear what I did?
No.
Hey, there's Danny. Daddy. Daddy. My God.
Well, here we are again.
Yeah, but this time we're seniors.
And we're gonna rule the school.
Jan, that is so adolescent. We are adolescent.
We don't have to flaunt it. Okay, girls. Let's go get them.
This scene represents the feud between the Capulets and Montagues in Romeo and Juliet, and how one is trying to overrule the other.
It is showing the two different sides, the Pink Ladies and the T-Birds. This also shows the different groups that separate Romeo and Juliet, or Danny and Sandy. In this scene, it is showing the first meeting of Danny and Sandy. Just like Romeo and Juliet, their first encounter is at a party.
It's important because it's when they first proclaim their love for each other, and when Danny decides he wants to be with Sandy.
Shut up, you vultures! Hey, change your mind. Let's get out of here. Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean?
They can't come in here. My folks will flip.
Hey, Putsy, why don't you call her? Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, Sandy. Where for us now?
Shut up. Sit down. Come on, let's go.
You goody goodies are too much for me. I'm gonna get my kicks when I'm still young enough to get them.
This is the balcony scene, where Romeo and Juliet reaffirm their love for each other.
But in Greece, he comes to Sandy's friend's window and is dying to see her.
This is the scene after Danny asks Sandy to go to the prom with him. They spend the day at the beach, and it shows the love they have for each other.
This is the equivalent to when Friar Lawrence performed the wedding ceremony and they confessed their love to each other again. It also shows how no matter what, you don't care what anybody else thinks. They just want to be together.
What's up, girls? We got a surprise for you.
Surprise for this? You'll see. Right, Riz? Just come here down.
You know, if you fix up this car, could we make out city? You know that?
Right. The chick is gonna have to put out before she even gets in.
You better believe it, man.
Hey, Zuko, I got a surprise for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sandy! Danny? What are you doing here? I thought you were going back to Australia.
We had a change of plans.
I can't... Well, that's cool, baby. I mean, you know how it is. Rockin' and rollin' and whatnot.
Danny?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me, baby? What's the matter with you?
What happened to the Danny Zuko I met at the beach?
Well, I do not know. I mean, maybe, maybe there's two of us, right? Why don't you take out a missing persons ad or try the yellow pages? I don't know.
You're a fake and a phony, and I wish I'd never laid eyes on you.
In this scene, it shows how Sandy finds out who Danny really is. She's shocked and wants nothing to do with him because she feels betrayed.
In Act 1, Scene 5, the nurse tells Juliet who Romeo is, and she says, "My only love sprung from my only hate," which means that the person she loves is the one who she should really hate.
She also says, "Too early seeing unknown and known too late," which means she hadn't seen him before she really got to know who he was.
Hi, Danny.
I can't talk to you right now.
Listen, what are you doing later?
I can't talk, all right?
Call me.
Hi, Sandy.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
That's good. Hey, Sandy, I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time now.
What about?
Well, about that night at the bonfire, I mean, the way I acted, that was terrible. I mean, it really was. I mean, it wasn't me. You gotta know that. I mean, it was me, of course, but it wasn't me. And you see, Sandy, I got this image, right? I got this
Well, that's why I'm
image.
so glad that Tom's such a simple person.
Simple is right. Too bad his brains are in his biceps.
Jealous, are you?
Jealous?
This scene represents where Juliet goes along with the marriage plans and pretends to like Paris to make her family happy. What they don't know is that her and Romeo are planning to be together. Sandy has to prove to everyone that she doesn't care about Danny anymore and likes Tom, who represents Paris.
She even gets Danny to believe that she's interested in Tom. But really, it's hard for her to be away from Danny because she wants to be with him. Danny keeps trying to get her back, but she's not gonna fall for it. She has to keep up the act for everyone to believe that she will be with Tommy.
You gotta be kidding, man! Hey, what is this, Halloween?
Where did you swipe this Letterman sweat, huh?
My tools were out stealing hubcaps. I lettered in track. How do you like that?
I can't believe it. Danny Zuko turned jock?
That's right, I did.
What are you doing, deserting us?
Well, you guys can't follow a leader all your lives, can you? Oh, come on, guys. You know you mean a lot to me. It's just that Sandy does, too, and I'm gonna do anything I can to get her. That's... Sandy?
Tell me about it, Stud.
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. 'Cause the power you're supplying, it's electrifying. It's electrifying. You better shape up, 'cause I need a man. And my heart is set on you. You better shape up. You better understand. To my heart, I must be true. Nothing left for me to do. You're the one that I want. You're the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one that I want. You're the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one that I want. You're the one I want. Ooh, 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 the one I need. Oh, yes, indeed.
This scene represents in Romeo and Juliet, where neither character is aware of what the other is doing. So Juliet fake poisons herself, and Romeo doesn't get the messages in time, so he ends up killing himself too. And then when Juliet wakes up, she sees Romeo dead on the ground beside her and decides to stab herself because she wants to be with him even in death.
In this scene of Grease, it's showing that Danny and Sandy change without each other realizing it. In this case, they still end up being together, but this time they're alive. It also shows how Sandy tells him to shape up, just like when Juliet tells Romeo to be serious about them getting married.